Hello Aquarius and welcome to my channel GreenLion Goddess Tarot. Oops, just knocked that one off. Yeah, we've got some beautiful sage going. We're just coming off this week off the full moon in Capricorn, which is a Saturn-ruled moon, which should be interesting for you guys because Saturn rules you as well, one of your planetary rulers, and Saturn's in your sign at this moment. And what I was getting for you, Aquarius, when I was looking at, I was getting this image of you working with alchemy, working with magic, being able to make these huge manifestations and alchemical shifts in your life at this moment in time, like just working with that energy anyway. So yeah, interesting. So this is a message we're going to start. It's going to be a little offering up from the universe that we're going to start the reading with, and then we might come back to it. It says, I turn every experience into an opportunity. Each problem has a solution. All experiences are opportunities for me to learn and grow. I am safe. And that's kind of what I was getting, because I had this sense of you had this thing in your life that you were looking at, and then you're like, okay, what happens if I do this with it? And then what happens if I do that with it? And then you're kind of like using this malleability of like applying different things, like trying new ways or thinking or working with energy, to kind of see, well, how can I shift and change this and turn it into an opportunity, rather than maybe initially it's presenting as like, I'm not sure about this, or this is a problem, or this is a conundrum. So yeah, it's interesting. I feel like you're really working your magic this week, Aquarius, or at least there's an opportunity to anyway. So let's see. Let's look at the situation coming in for you and see what cards are coming through for Aquarius. So I actually feel like this is kind of fun. I feel like there's this sense of curiosity, playing with it, like let's just try some things and see what happens. So I don't feel like the situation is going to be something unmanageable. That's kind of what I'm getting here. Let's have a look what's coming in. Situation, Knight of Acorns, action and drive, and Page of Shells, intuition and inspiration. I love this little warthog here, moving forward. And then we've got little frog. It's like, I'm moving forward, taking action on something here, feeling really motivated. And that's kind of the energy I was getting, is that you're kind of looking at it going, right, I'm taking this on. Absolutely, I'm taking this on. And so it's got a, the warthog energy's got a pretty thick skin at the same time. It's like I wouldn't want to come up against that. So it's like, putting my thick skin on, taking something on. So I feel like it's really important to spur into action with something and just go, right, maybe set some kind of new goal that you want to try and get to a certain point at the end of it, or whatever it is. But the intuition, I like it. You're moving along your journey, you're the little warthog there moving along, and you come across the frog going, I just got a little intuitive download and now I'm feeling inspired. So that's why it's just important to start moving on something, just move forward with this Knight of Acorns. This is the equivalent of the Knight of Wands. So it's wanting to make a positive shift and change into something. And it can be almost quite spontaneous as well. With the Knight of Wands energy, it can be quite Sagittarius energy. But I love the Page of Shells, that intuition and inspiration. It's such a beautiful energy. So I think this is a really lovely journey of positive shift and change that you can embark on at this moment in time, which is really lovely. So, let's see. What's shifting? Sword to Venus, Libra. Okay, so this is what's shifting is indecision, avoidance, not really being sure about a direction of something. It can sometimes be where you overanalyze something, or you're listening to somebody else's opinion and you might have a differing opinion, and then it's like, I don't know what to do. This is a hesitation. It's saying, do not hesitate. This Knight of Acorns is like, it's time to go. It's time to do it. So it might just be, like I said, very spontaneous, like I can't be sitting around in this stagnant energy anymore. I just need to do this. So I need to make a decision. With that Two of Swords energy, I need something to be moving forward. So I need to give something the green light where it's kind of had a red or an amber light before. So yes, very interesting. The Two of Swords, getting the go ahead. So, or giving yourself the go ahead. That's what I feel like you're doing. And it's really positive energy, because if the Two of Swords is like feeling uncertain, unsure, or it's just stagnant, it's a sense of just by moving forward, you're going to meet that intuition and inspiration. You're going to start feeling, it can be, the Two of Swords can sometimes be where you're feeling really unmotivated by something, or you've been avoiding something, and the universe is saying it's time to just start doing it. So you're kind of getting that message loud and clear, Aquarius. Here we have the Eight of Wands. Quite literally, it is new focus, booms, positive shift and change, very direct and clear conversation. All of those wands are heading in the same direction. So it's a delicate balance. If one goes, oh, look over here, there's something interesting over here, they all fall, and suddenly the direction and focus is like, right. So it's really saying to not get distracted as well. The Page of Pentacles, look at this. You got this fabulous opportunity here. With the Page of Pentacles, something that you've been trying to develop and get off the ground. The Emperor, I like this, okay? So this is where you're going, right, I'm bossing up. I am the Emperor. I'm stepping into my power, and I'm going to kind of make this happen. I'm going to make this a concrete reality. The Emperor is determined to make this successful. So Three of Cups, there's celebration around that. They're celebrating the fact that you've kind of taken the reins with this, and you've kind of decided to move into this sense of, right, even if you weren't feeling motivated, to just start doing it and you'll feel better. The Two of Pentacles, okay, so ultimately you're potentially moving money around, or you're juggling money. It can be you can waver on this as well with the Two of Pentacles. You know, you can start, the ambivalence can start coming in. So this can be the initial, like, I'm going to do this. And then, you know, I'm celebrating, isn't this great? I'm doing this, and I've potentially got this wonderful thing that with this Page of Pentacles, this idea, I'm getting messages around my career or money, or perhaps home and health. And it's like, yeah, feeling all motivated, moving forward. And then you come across this, the Two of Pentacles, which is like, I'm not sure, wavering. Again, so these two energies that are coming in, because the Queen of Pentacles is, where are you being consistent with something? Where are you bringing the stability with something? Or where are you kind of going, yeah, something's keeps going out of balance for whatever reason. So yeah, it's an interesting journey, and it's kind of almost saying to stick with it, even though you're potentially going to start meeting obstacles in terms of your motivation. And this could be with the two twos coming in, this could be someone else. So this could be someone else distracting you. It's kind of like, oh yeah, I'm putting all this effort, energy trying to shift and change something, but in comes somebody who's like, oh, but I'd like to spend time with you over there. And you know, it's balancing the energies as well. And the Two of Swords can be where there's somebody else has got a different opinion. So the Emperor is very much like, it's Aries, and Libra is the opposite sign of Aries. So it's balancing those energies of, do I listen to the other person, or do I make this decision myself? And so I do feel like there's potentially another person here that is somebody that's kind of putting their 2 cents worth in. And it's a matter of just trying to create an equilibrium, like some sort of consistency here with it being able to move forward. So yeah, it's interesting. Sometimes the Two of Swords is where your intuition's telling you one thing and your logical mind's telling you something else. And it's really about trusting. Which one do you trust? That's the big question. I do feel like with the Emperor coming in, this is very logical. The Emperor energy is like, you know, I like things that are in reality here. I see it, I want it, I'm going to do it. So yeah, but I do feel like it's just trying to find that balance, because you have been asked to take action on something and focus on something, and it is, it's going to be, you know, tricky. Like sometimes it may be suddenly with that Three of Cups, there's a social occasion and you've been asked out, and suddenly it's like, oh, I'm not as motivated to do that anymore. So yeah, it's just playing with that and being able to kind of, like I said, keep that consistency. We've got the Unicorn as your animal energy, and this is that round circle represents spirit. So the big question with the Unicorn is horses represent the direction that you're going, and with unicorns, it is around perhaps there's around a very high spiritual energy with the unicorn. But the question is, how much do you believe in this? How much do you believe in yourself? How much do you believe in this journey? And part of you could go, well, this isn't really real, or is this really going to happen? Maybe I'm just kind of, this is a fantasy. there can be that part of you that convinces you not to do it. And so it's just finding the balance between what you think is real, what's inspiring you, what your intuition is telling you, because we've got that big full moon in the background. And it's kind of interesting because I do feel like you've been shown something in that Capricorn full moon that has motivated you, but you could still be questioning, is this real? Is this a real direction that I'm going in, or is this just fantasy? So I think it's a real difficult balance, but ultimately what I get is to believe in something, to find that one thing that you really, really believe in and to stick with it, and to believe in yourself as well amidst faltering that faltering energy. So that is kind of the energy coming in, and underneath the Emperor energy, which is so much like I liked things to be concrete reality and to be able to have these tangible results. And then the Unicorn is the complete opposite. It's the intangible. It's like, okay, is this a dream that can actually, or is this actually something that can happen? Is this tangible? So it's asking all of these questions, but at the same time, we've got intuition and inspiration along the journey. This is it. You run into your intuition and your inspiration. So how much are you allowing that to guide you, and then using that energy to kind of step into that Emperor energy of taking action? So I do feel like ultimately it's like connecting deeply with what you believe in, connecting deeply with your own self-belief. And that is what's going to be this recipe of success that's coming through with this, like keeping consistent effort with something where you're getting that message to keep going, but there's always these other things that are trying to kind of stop you in your path. So yeah, interesting. It's an interesting energy that you're working with, Aquarius. There's a lot of potential to this, but there's also, like I said, that part of you that's kind of want to like get distracted. So, but yeah, very much the universe is ultimately you've got to work out why you're doing something and believe in it. So that's it, Aquarius. That's the reading. And I feel like there's a lot of potential with this, and the universe wants you to believe in the intuition and this vision and dream and to stick with it. So, and not worry, like if you get distracted, like we said, that happens all the time, or you lose motivation, turn every experience into an opportunity. So then how can you turn that experience into an opportunity of getting back on track, or at least working out what is motivating you here? So that's it, Aquarius. Thanks so much for joining me. Please like, subscribe, share, leave a comment, and look forward to seeing you next time.